Hey, what you doing, baby?
Good afternoon. Welcome to the No Name Show. It's the No Name Show because we still haven't confirmed or agreed upon a name. So we're going to stick with the No Name Show until joining me is our host, Roshan Jacobs. I'm the other co-host / moderator for right now, Hobart Grayson. Glad you guys are joining us. What's up, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. I hope y'all having a good Sunday, man. We're going to talk some sports, man. We had a lot happen the last couple of days since the last show. You know, got my boy Larry Cadera on today, LSU 8. Let's go Generals. But, I mean, we're going to have a good show, man. We're going to have a good hour.
As always, I'm repping off the bench. Get off the bench. Get into the game. Y'all go follow that on YouTube. If you don't, you know what it is. Man, great weekend, man. What happened with your weekend?
Man, I sat there this weekend, you know, since the last show and just watched so many sports, man. Watched so many things. I found myself going back and forth between the basketball game from the other night and the spelling bee. You know, once I was on Twitter and I saw that, you know, the young lady was from Louisiana, from Harvard, Louisiana, and she was killing it, and watching the basketball game, seeing what was going to happen, and going back to the spelling bee, and ended up on the spelling bee. You know, Zala Avantgarde went bananas. You know, she won that thing easy, going away, you know, to see a young African-American female do her thing, and, you know, her comments after when they were interviewing her about, you know, how much did she do, you know, and she was like, you know, this is what she does on the side.
Right. That's her hobby.
You know, these other kids here are sitting here from the day they're born and able to write and walk. You know, they're practicing for the spelling bee, you know, and for scripts to be on ESPN. And she was like, this is my side hustle.
Hey, I'm going to tell you the coolest thing with that happened to me was I got a call from Simone Augustus's people that take care of her here back home. And, you know, Simone Augustus was real interested in talking to Zala. So I had to reach out and touch some of my sources in the city,
Right.
To try to connect them. So that was pretty cool. I think the other cool thing that I saw was a picture of Stanford's coach on Twitter, and Zala. They took a picture together, and the caption was like, and spelling isn't, you know, her best thing. You know, she's
right.
a real girl hooper. If we can borrow Kobe's term.
Yeah. I think that, you know, after, you know, them showing the clips of her workouts and her training methods and what she's doing, she's definitely a high major, high grade young athlete that has a lot of potential to continue to get better. You know, the young lady has 3 world records in the Guinness World Records right now for a basketball, for dribbling 6 balls at a time and dribbling the balls on the unicycle. Like, I mean, I could never do that. And I thought I was a pretty good basketball player, but her dedication to be able to excel at such a high level in the Scripps National Spelling Bee and being a high major basketball player at such a young age is truly special. I'm excited to see what the future has.
Forget being a pretty good basketball player. I thought I was a pretty good athlete, and I'm tell you something. You do not want to see, you know, even younger, you did not want to see me on a unicycle. That would have been an accident waiting to happen right there.
Right.
Like,
I don't even know how she rode that, man.
That's some cool stuff if you can ride a unicycle.
The amazing part of her that she went from a known person in her city to now she's known universally overnight is pretty amazing. And from watching her interviews since her win, they've been, you know, tremendous. She's well spoken. She's well versed in what she wants. She has an idea of who she wants to be at such a young age. And, you know, for our kids out there, you know, that are watching, parents out there that are watching, you know, your child can do multiple dimensional things and be great at all of them, even her side hustle.
I like the way you keep giving her a side hustle. She 13, 14 years old, like, she just multi-talented, multicultural, diverse young lady. We're not going to give it a side hustler title.
She said that's all she does that on the side, so I said that's a side hustle.
Hey, we want to thank our sponsor for today's show, AVD Law and Associates, serving the Assumption, St. James. I left that out. I got to go add that. And the Greater Baton Rouge metro area. Right now, they're having a giveaway for his 10th anniversary. 2 lucky winners will have a special chance to have lunch from a local sensation restaurant, Chime Zone 2017. Ends tomorrow.
I need that.
Ends tomorrow.
I signed up at. I need that.
Go to AVD_law on Instagram or Facebook to get more in-depth analysis on the rules of the contest. That, again, when does it end? Tomorrow. Make sure you go check it out. We'll be back after commercial break. We're back live. The show, the No Name Show. I kind of like that, man.
Hey man, it's swaggy. I make anything work, so I can't even lie to you. I make anything work.
You know, we're a bunch of no name guys here in this podcast thing, man.
We don't even need no names. Bald head guy with a head full of hair.
Yeah,
We just gonna roll out with that.
yeah. Hey. So this is what I need y'all to do. I need somebody to volunteer to send this guy some moisturizer.
It's not dry. It must be the camera.
No, it's dry. I'm looking at it with the natural eye. It's kind of dry, bro. It's kind of dry. Hey, y'all see he got his cup today too. What's in the cup, man?
Hey man, Keisha is in the cup today. Keisha's in the cup today.
Don't believe me, y'all. That's community coffee.
You know, got to keep it going today, early afternoon.
And I thought he said he was gonna be double cupped at y'all. He lied to us, y'all.
Yeah, I did. Double cup. I said, I don't have the double cup today. I'm gonna bring it back with a little coffee. You know, it wasn't late enough for the double cup, but you know, I needed the coffee like Conor McGregor needed the coffee last night.
Ooh.
That Louisiana boy put it on him last night, man.
Ooh. Man, so what was your takeaways from the fight?
Honestly, I enjoyed the first 3 minutes of it. You know, both came out shooting their shots, throwing blows. You know, but I think Dustin, you know, he had the best of the situation at the time. You know, he got him McGregor stuff. You know, and they took it to the floor. He did a little ground and pound, and you know, when they stood back up, Conor was dazed. You know, he was going to make it to the second round, no doubt, but he was dazed. And I thought Dustin had won that first round. But, you know, for it to end the way it did, launched me. I wanted, as a fan, to see a fourth fight. Because they both were fighting. They both were throwing shots.
You went too fast, man. You at the next fight already, and
I need more. You know, we saw what happened. You know, we saw that Conor McGregor broke his leg. You know, bagging up something. It was fluky.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Conor McGregor, man. he hasn't been the same fighter since the Floyd Mayweather debacle.
I mean, you can't really say that's a debacle. The man walked away with $60 million.
Right, but again, walking away with $60 million versus losing your integrity and credibility as a fighter, is the $60 million really worth it? Because he was a dude before the Floyd Mayweather fight. He was a dude that people feared.
I think people still fear him. I think that this third fight was going to be the best one between the two. Honestly, it was going in the direction of being the best fight of all three of them. You know why he messed his ankle up?
How did he mess his ankle up? Because from the highlight that I saw, shout out to the National Black Rodeo, man. I attended that yesterday, all weekend. That was a pretty cool event. Shout out to those guys, man, who run that. That was awesome. But at the end of the day, I was attending the rodeo last night, so I didn't get to see the fight. But I saw a couple of highlights, and it looked like McGregor was retreating because he was getting his ass whipped.
Man, he was
tired. He was tired of getting them licks.
Man, it's a freak accident. It's a rolled ankle. It's a torn ACL. It's a wrong turn and telling your Achilles. It was just an accident, and it was freaky. He trains at the highest level. I saw this right here. No, please don't stop. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm just saying what the video showed.
Wow, he might have been in retreat. His fight.
Not no might have been. He was getting his ass tore up.
And whatever happened, it freaked out, and it ended up being a bad situation for him with the injury. Hopefully he recovers. He trains well, rehabs, and we can see a fourth fight. Well, I believe a fourth fight is warranted.
Well, we won't see anything until 18 months with the ACL injury and the broken ankle. Like, those are two separate entities. The ACL is a year recovery. The ankle, the fracture recovery is at a minimum 6 months, depending on how well the surgeon does. And so that's two separate rehabs, two separate issues. And we just got to hope that the surgeon who does his surgery does an excellent job and he comes out of this okay.
Yeah, but, I don't want that to take away from what Dustin Poirier did as a Louisiana native. He went out there, and another Louisiana native out here letting it hang, doing their thing. For Zyla Avantgarde to win the spelling bee and Dustin Poirier to win the biggest fight of the year and mixed martial arts. Man, Louisiana's on a roll right now. Like, I'm going to be honest, say Louisiana people is holding down right now because hurricane season coming probably.
Yikes.
We got a lot going on, man. But I think that Conor McGregor's going to recover. I think he's going to...
Will he be the same fighter, though, coming back? Will he be the same fighter coming back after a major injury? That's the real question.
I mean, injuries are always, tricky. You don't know how the body's going to recover. You don't know if he's going to have the drive and the want to rehab and get his body back to that A1 level again. It's a lot of things that go into that place of who we're going to be, where I'm going to be. Do I still want this? Is that motivation still there for me to be the greatest? If Conor McGregor doesn't have that, then he'll never be the same. But if he comes back with the drive that I saw he had in training for this fight, he'll be all right.
I'm going to tell you the funniest thing that I saw about the fight was when it said Poirier's wife was in Conor McGregor's injury inbox, in his messenger inbox, talking trash to him.
Hey, man, that could be that any day, man. It sounds like that, but hey, if you my old lady and you gonna hold me down like that, hold me down. Talk your shit too, baby. We gonna talk that shit together.
I don't know about that one, man. That's that. What it said? Don't. What was that on Cadillac Records? They were in the studio making a song, and your boy Howlin' Wolf was creating a record, and he said, "Man, you better get your girl out the ring.
You better do it.
Hey, don't let your girl get in the ring, man." Poirier, hey, You're gonna be fighting for more than money here in a minute. Conor,
Hey, man,
Conor McGregor petty, man.
Oh yeah, man. It's always petty, but it's all good, man. It's all good, in the joust and and trying to get to that next level and getting whatever edge you can get in that fight. If it's mental, if it's physical, if it's emotional, if it's you got to get that edge to make yourself better. And if my old lady's willing to help me with that, go ahead.
Right.
We're gonna knock it out. So we're gonna get these coins together.
That's what's up, man. So you want to see fight number 4 from McGregor and
Man, I do want to see fight
Poirier.
before.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not a big mixed martial arts guy, man. MMA has never been, it's either you really love MMA and you dislike boxing, or you really like boxing and MMA is just. I just was always a big boxing guy, man. When you grow up watching Sugar Ray and Muhammad and
he's showing you his age,
and Mike Tyson, man.
He's showing you his age.
Yeah, I'm proud to be 35, man.
He's not 35, 'cause I'm 35. But you gotta be able to switch up. You gotta be versatile. You gotta be able to adapt to the new changes, man. And I think MMA gives you another advanced way to another outlet to see, some combat sport. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy it. I enjoy, watching, the jiu-jitsu. I enjoy watching the kickboxing and Muay Thai, and I enjoy boxing as well. But I know that I find myself more drawn to MMA right now because, the action is a little bit more than a boxing match. Not so many point driven. The longest MMA fight is going to be 5 rounds.
Right.
I don't know if I have 12 rounds to watch Canelo Alvarez, or whomever, Manny Pacquiao, and boxing right now is looking for a star.
Best MMA fighter you've seen to date?
John Bone Jones, easy. John Bone Jones, easy.
What's the other skinny dude name that's skinny like Jones? That was really good.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, I like when
Anderson Silva was 6 years ago.
When the pandemic first started,
They were showing highlights.
For some reason MMA stayed on my timeline, and I was watching those fights, man. Anderson Silva used to kick people's bass.
Yeah. And now he just passed them by. It's John Bone Jones. It's Dustin Poirier. It's Francis Ngannou. They've got some great fights coming up. UFC does coming up real soon with Derek Lewis, one of the top heavyweights in the world.
That's the fat guy, right?
I'm not gonna call Derek.
I'm just saying, he's stout. He's a big guy.
He's a big heavyweight.
He's a super duper uber heavyweight.
He'll knock our asses out. So I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, he's not gonna knock my ass out. I guarantee you that.
I'm not fooling with Derek Lewis, but yeah, man.
I'm telling you. Listen, y'all. Let me give y'all a little hint. This is just real spill. Big ass dude come up in front of you trying to do you something. The way you defend yourself is by letting them grab you. And once they do, you gotta fucking just grab them by the head and bite their nose off, and that end all that shit.
He told you he was a Mike Tyson fan.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, man. You gotta protect yourself, man.
He told y'all he was a Mike Tyson fan.
Hey, what the ref saying boxing?
Hey, that's a great documentary too as well. If you guys got Hulu, man, that Mike Tyson documentary on Hulu is great show, great watch. Even though Mike Tyson had nothing to do with it, it was still a great watch. So if y'all got some free time, check out the Mike Tyson documentary on Hulu.
What does the ref say in boxing at the beginning of the fight? He said, "I gave you your instructions in the dressing room. When the bell rings, protect yourself at all times."
This guy.
I'm just saying.
That's not a real thing.
That is a real thing. If it wasn't, why do they say it?
Because it's rules. It's rules. Hey, y'all see what I'm working with over here, man.
I'm gonna question anybody that wear LSUA General shirt.
Shout out to my boy
on live app.
My brother from another mother, little Larry, man, hold it down, man. The winningest coach the last 5 years in the state of Louisiana in college basketball right now. So check them out, LSUA. #1 team in NAIA basketball right now.
The Fort, baby.
The Fort. Larry at the Fort, man. That's my brother right there.
No doubt, man. Hey, coming back after the commercial break, we're talking USA men's national team basketball.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that shit right there.
and I'm in agreement with him when he says that was some shit. Yeah. So we'll be back.
Courtney, I need a hair tie.
We're back live. Want to thank our sponsor, AVD Law. Remember, go to AVD_law. Look for the giveaways logo. Find out the rules to enter the contest. Lunch in the Ascension area at one of the hot new restaurants. Yeah, it's going to be a good thing, man. Also, starting this week, we've been waiting for it. It's the new high school football podcast regional coaches show, Unbalanced, on Off the Bench Sports, where we'll talk to coaches and football players from around the state.
Man, you gonna give me an invite? I'll be able to come in?
Yeah.
All right, bet. I like a little football too.
Yeah. You're welcome, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Hey, it's gonna be cool, man. Unbalanced starts, I think, Tuesday, 1 p.m. We got Zach Leonard, Patterson High School, home of the Lumberjacks. It's going to be our first guest, I think.
Home of Kendrick Smith, baby. The best running back ever come out of Patterson, Kendrick Smith, baby.
Nah, man, that's Dalton Hilliard.
Well, he Dalton Hilliard nephew. He was just as good. I love me some Kendrick Smith. That was my teammate at Southern University, Kendrick Smith.
So, hey, USA men's national team took on Nigeria.
Man, so I'm going to come out here right now and say this. So y'all can quote me right now on the 11th that Rose said that them boys it's going to be up tough. They're going to take a loss in the Olympics. They're going to take a loss in the Olympics, and they may lose one of these other two exhibition games. Last night game, I sat there, I watched the whole game. And for what I saw, it's very tough to watch. And that's not taking any away from Nigeria. Nigeria had 8 NBA players on their roster. They shot the ball well. They played well. They rebounded well. They knew the international rules better than the United States players did, the USA players did, which I think is a big gap because they did not know the rules as they needed to. And if you're somebody who's the number one player in the world, or the top 5 player in the world, you need to be accessible to all those rules, you know.
Right.
United States is 54-2 since 1992 in the exhibition games. 54-2 since 1992. 9 years ago, they beat Nigeria by 83 points. 5 years ago, they beat him by 43 points in the exhibition. So in 5 years, Nigeria has gone from 86 9 years ago, 43 5 years ago, to a win now 5 years later. That can't happen for the greatest basketball team on earth.
At the end of the day, though, I think, and I don't want to seem like I'm making excuses for the men's national team. They were short a few players.
So, with that being said, they're going to say Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday were unavailable. It shouldn't matter. Because how the game was played last night, isolation basketball, those isolators aren't driving and kicking to Chris Middleton in the corner. Those isolators aren't driving and kicking to Devin Booker. Bradley Beal, Dame Lillard, KD, Jason Tatum, Zach LaVine, Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green. If they couldn't get it done, Chris Middleton doesn't add that extra because it wasn't a space and drive and kick situation last night offensively. It was isolation basketball. So if KD's got it, KD's going to shoot it. If Dame's got it, Dame's going to shoot it. If we're going to pick and roll with Bradley Beal, we're going to pick and roll with Bradley Beal. So those guys coming doesn't really help how they're playing offensively. But I think Drew Holiday will bring them a wing defender that they need because we had Bradley Beal trying to be the wing stopper last night. Bradley Beal and Zach LaVine, the number 1 scorer and the number 4 scorer in the NBA this past year, were trying to be defensive stoppers last night on the wing. And it just didn't look good. It looked bad, actually. And they had a tough time guarding inside. Nigeria's length and athleticism bothers. Bam Adebayo can't box out 3 people.
Right.
Which goes back to last week. Kevin Love can't play in that type of game because it was up, down, up, down, up, down. Which negates what Kevin Love does right now at this stage of his career.
Hey, well, I'm gonna just say this. Looking at the numbers, man, Kevin Love played 3 minutes and 1 second. That's not playing.
He can't, though. That was this type of game.
Again, why is he on the roster if he can't help you, especially when you don't have all of your players available to you? Again, it's some other guys in the league that could have given you more than 3 minutes to help you maybe seal that win. And everybody that knows me personally or interacts with me on social media knows that I'm the biggest KD fan. And here's the deal. If you want to win, you play through KD, period. You let him disseminate the shots, and when they're taken...
And they did. And he went 2 for 11 last night to start the game. He went 2 for 11. The best player in the world right now. Arguably the best player in the world.
Don't do that, bro.
The best player in the world?
The best player in the world. Don't do that.
Started the game 2 for 11. Finished with 17. And he went 2 for 11.
Well, he has to give you 30 points a game, especially...
He should not. They have 5 all-NBA players on this damn team. 5 all-NBA players on this team. KD shouldn't have to score 30.
Oh, yeah.
No offense to Nigeria, they got 3 guys that are rotation players, and the other 5 guys that are on the NBA rosters right now, or just on rosters, but 3 guys are rotation or heavy rotation guys. That shouldn't happen. That means that right now this team is deficient in ball movement. This team is deficient in wing defense. The guards can't guard because they have never been asked to do that in their 82 game season that he just played. They don't guard, and they're not big enough on the interior right now. And that's just going to be the truth. And you're going to play Australia on Monday. And Aaron Bynes is going to have a field day. Patty Mills. Who's going to run around with Patty Mills? Who's going to run around with Joe Ingles on Monday night? Doc Reed that played at LSU is big as fuck. He's going to dominate inside. It's going to be tough. This is going to be interesting.
I'm looking at
Space Jam 3. LeBron comes save the Olympics.
No.
That's what's going to be happening. Space Jam 3, LeBron come and save the Olympics.
No, we're not playing that game over here.
Because Kevin Durant's the greatest player in the world right now.
No, we're not playing that game because, again, look, I like going by the numbers when we're talking about this stuff. And so, watch this. Looking at the numbers, Kevin Durant led the men's national team in minutes, 28.44 minutes. The next 2 guys were Jason Tatum and Damian Lillard 27 minutes respectively for both of those guys. Bradley Beal 25 minutes. Like at the end of the day, when you look at that, you have to turn those minutes into stops and points. If not, why the hell they playing all those minutes? I'm again looking at the list, and I got a little glare, but hell, let Draymond shoot the ball. We know Draymond can't score.
Hey man, shout out to Mike Brown for getting those guys ready, getting those guys in the spot where they were just ready to play.
Cleveland coach,
ex-Cleveland coach Mike Brown. He coached Nigeria. I think Nigeria's going to get a medal in its Olympic Games. They didn't play. Jaleel Okafor didn't even play.
Yeah, he had 0 minutes.
Their best player didn't play last night because he just came back from a death in his family. But arguably the best player on that team didn't play, and they beat us handily. Gabe Vincent for the Miami Heat had 22 points. Precious Achiuwa for Miami Heat knocked down the last 2 free throws to seal the game. Chisme Matu from Sacramento killed the whole game. Like, it's tough, And just imagine if Bam Adebayo would have went play the Nigerian team instead of Team USA. That's even more trouble. Like, and we should be worried. We don't have the length to compete athletically right now with a Nigeria. And I'm not knocking Team USA's effort last night. They played hard as hell. They were playing hard. Damian Lillard was playing hard. Bradley Beal was going hard. He was driving. He was trying to guard. But it's hard for me to say, man, if I've never been a romantic, for me to turn those new leaf and just be a romantic.
Right.
If I've been this guy my whole life, now I got to be a romancer. It's hard.
Hey, all I know is, man, is we don't want to remake of the early 2000s when
2004, baby,
when the men's national team came out and showed us what using college players used to look like.
Nah, this team has a lot of what 2004 had. When you had a first time LeBron, a first time Carmelo, first time Chris Paul, first time Dwayne Wade. You had 6, 7 new players that had never played in international play before, and this team has that same makeup. They got 8 new guys. This is their first time playing international ball, man, and it's going to be a learning curve, and you got to play Australia. Patty Mills been playing with the Olympic team since he was 18. Joe Ingles been playing since he was 22. The blessing with Australia, that Ben Simmons is going to work on his jump shot.
Yeah.
That's the blessing for Australia, for the United States for money. At least we ain't got to go out Ben Simmons tonight. Because they don't have a person on this team right now that can guard Ben Simmons if he was playing with Australia. Honestly. What Ben Simmons does with driving, moving, pushing the ball, they don't have a person on the Team USA right now, because I'm not going to call them a dream team, Team USA, that can guard.
They're going to give you some damn nightmares.
Patty Mills is going to have a field day on Monday.
Let me ask you this.
Right now, Patty Mills is going to go bananas Monday against his coach.
You be the coach. What does Greg Popovich and staff have to do to get those guys to play better defensively?
Well, I think for Pop, it won't even be about playing defensively. It's going to give them some more structure offensively to where more people touch the ball in sets, and every time we have the ball in possessions. They've got to go do things to get more people involved in the possessions. Because it's 1 pass, 2 pass, let me ISO and give me a shot. That won't work. You got to find a way, if you're going to run some pistol action with Draymond, come in handoff, cut back door, some 5-gap action where you dribble somebody through and you go into a ball screen. You got to run something that flows, get some continuity where you get some flow and everybody's moving and we can play off of that. Because ISO didn't really work. And you saw that, it didn't really work. And Nigeria, who I think can get a medal, but they aren't Serbia, they aren't Australia, they're not Spain, they're not Argentina. You're going to have to do some work offensively to find flow. Because the only way you get superstars motivated is we're balling, if we're getting shots. I don't know who we can convince guys who are making $41 million a season to lock down defense on some defensive shit. You got to find some offensive way to motivate them and their offense, helps their defense.
So when did defense not become a part of the game of basketball?
When I started making $41 million a season. And that's when Mary had a little...
How do you keep making $41 million?
By scoring 37 points a game.
And losing?
That's your boy, Kevin Durant.
Whoa!
That's your boy.
Now, hey, y'all know, for y'all that really follow me and know me, y'all know the one thing that I try not to do is be profane. I love being profound because I'm a profound dude, but being full of profanity is something I try not to do, especially doing live shows. But this guy's about to get it to my immediate left. He's about to get some adjectives, adverbs, and pronouns.
That's your guy. He rolling with who he rolling with, and I get that. Like Pop said, it's good that it happened. Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can do now is take this ass whooping and move forward.
So, this is why I love high school athletics. Because it's said its most simplistic, purest form, and guys really do play for the love. Not for the love of 41
You think
million.
we can call James Harden? He in Paris right now at Fashion Week in Paris. You think we can call James Harden?
See, that's probably his problem.
I'm sure we wouldn't have lost if we had James Harden. He would have scored them points that KD went 2-11 on.
His fat ass wouldn't have did anything.
All right, man.
That's probably, he's in there eating Cinnabon buns.
Space Jam 3. LeBron saves the Olympics. I like it. Shout out to KD, though. Greatest player in the world right now.
Hey, y'all, can I get up and walk off set?
Probably need to, because you think Michael Jordan can come play this week?
Oh, Mike can still come and win a game.
Shit, we got to get something.
The ultimate close. Can we? No offense to the dead. Can we get Kobe resurrected God? We need him right now.
Shit, man. Need Karl Anthony Towns. Shit.
I've always been upset since I found out about the Kevin Love ad to the men's national team. Again, in his prime, he was a 2020 guy, but that was 11 years ago.
And that's my next thing. We don't have Team USA doesn't have an interior scorer. Bam Adebayo is great off of feeds.
He's a transition guy,
but we don't have any guys that feed people like that. Drew Holiday will, but he's playing in the finals right now, and I don't know if Drew Holiday's minutes are going to be what they would be if he wasn't playing in the finals right now. But which brings me back to last week when I was saying Julius Randle needed to be on this team because he's an inside scorer. He can create his own shot. He's big enough to guard inside, guard the 4 or the 5, and that's why they need a Julius Randle. Kevin Love is a catch and shoot guy at this stage, and now after seeing last night's game, there's no
3 minutes 1 second, dog. He's not catching anything.
There's nobody that's distributing like that. Dame Lillard is a score first point guard. Bradley Beal is a score first 2 guard. Kevin Durant is a score first wing. Zach LaVine is a score first 2 guard. So nobody's really distributing the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? Distributing the ball until Drew Holiday gets there.
And so watch this. This is why I said defense is so important, because if you guys play the right way defensively and stop being so selfish, the Olympics is supposed to be about the quest for gold. If you're doing anything other than shooting for the quest for gold, then go fucking jump rope. I don't know. Go jump rope if you want to be an individualistic guy.
Individualistic guy. I just think that a Julius Randle, Andre Drummond, big guys that can do other things, and take up space and guard and move athletically is what this team needs. And you're not getting that from 3 minutes from Kevin Love, man. And I love Draymond Green to death. I think he's a hell of a player. I think he has a lot of heart. Draymond played the last 7 minutes last night at a high level. But at the same time though, man, it you know, it's tough. Like you gotta do certain things that he's just not capable of doing, and that's scoring the ball. Because, you know, in international play, there's no defensive 3 seconds. I can bag off you 5 feet, 7 feet, and sit in the middle lane, and nothing's going to happen if you can't knock down that shot. Julius Randle, I think he can knock that down. Zion Williamson, I think he can drive the
Like why didn't he make the men's national team?
I don't know if the Hornets allowed him to go. I'm not sure if the Hornets didn't allow him to go because of injuries concerns and working on his game and stuff, and I get that. But man, we don't have a big out here. Michael Porter Jr. At least he can shoot, and he's 6'10".
And he played well throughout the playoffs. I think the last 2 games, they said he was struggling and was, having a couple of back injuries, but he, again, he's going to get in there and fight for rebounds, and Porter Jr. is definitely going to defend.
You got Aaron Gordon, who's a big out there in Denver right now. We've got we would have did better with LaMarcus Aldridge than Kevin Love. They're the same age. LaMarcus still has some oomph in his run at this stage. Christian Woods.
Man, I'm sorry.
Christian Woods from Houston would have been great on this team at 6'9", 6'10", that runs and jumps, that can knock down the trail 3, that can guard, be athletic as a big. But
I'm going to be honest with you guys,
I'm
man.
not questioning Pop, though.
I think I said this the other day here. I didn't even really know Kevin Love was still in the league, bro. Like, he's just not good anymore. And we need to stop holding on to the past so long and be realistic about some stuff. Kevin Love should not be on the men's national team at all. It's too many younger guys that are better, that could give you more. And Pop doesn't need guys in the locker room on the men's national team to hold guys accountable. This is not the San Antonio Spurs where it's his dictatorship. Like, those guys are grown men. They're supposed to be professionals. They should be able to go and just do the job. But what happens when you have a guy that can't do the job?
I mean, it's too late. I don't know that there's ever been a guy you got rid of. So, I mean, it's too late. You just got to roll with it.
His ass needs to go.
I mean, you can probably add players because they only have 12 on the roster. But you can probably add some guys, because you can get up to 15. I'm sure that's going to have to be something that they look into.
Man, let me ask you a question, Coach. You think we can get a guy to walk in on set and do an interview and talk about his thoughts and opinions on name, image, likeness?
Oh, man. I ain't got no money to pay him. Be free?
Yeah, it's going to be free. Don't worry about that. No, for real. We're gonna try to see if we can get somebody in the next 5 minutes or so to walk in on set and talk about it, man.
See what it is.
Hey, coming up next, it's the NBA Finals, the World Championship. It's the Milwaukee Bucks. It's the Phoenix Suns. Suns in how many?
Oh, man. It's
Suns,
game 3
Suns in 2.
I can say game 3.
Suns in 2.
It's game 3 coming up, sir.
No, but Suns in 2 more wins are going to be world champions.
Okay. Shout out to Charles Barkley, Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Hot Rod Williams, Danny Manning, all them boys. Those Suns I know.
Y'all, I was going to tell y'all about the Sun I know, but that's for a different topic. Hey, we'll be back momentarily, man, after this commercial break. Welcome back. Welcome back. Still talking basketball. NBA Finals. NBA Finals. Milwaukee Bucks at home tonight as they host.
Yeah.
As they host the Phoenix Suns.
Right. We in there. You know, Milwaukee's got an uphill battle. They're down 2-0 right now. Phoenix got the momentum. Phoenix has got the energy. Phoenix has got everything right now in the series. Unfortunately, it's going to take a lot for them to. Whoa! He's yelling. Oh man, I don't know what that was about. But Phoenix has got everything going their way right now as far as having the game plan, having the game flow, having the momentum going. I think Milwaukee has an opportunity to be at home and find a comfort level that they haven't had these first two games. Like I told y'all the other day, I know Drew Holiday does so many things great. He had, 11 assists the other night. He played great defensively for the most part, but Drew has got to give them 25. For Milwaukee to have a chance, Drew's got to get a couple buckets. He's got to get 25 and keep up his assists, and he's got to keep up, his defensive play that he's been having. As far as IQ wise, I mean, he played really great IQ ball, defensive ball, but he's got to find another oomph to get, some more buckets because they need scoring. As of right now, Chris Paul's giving me 27.5, 4 boards, 8.5 assists. 27, 4 boards, 8.5 assists. Like Chris Paul is playing himself into, and I fucking hate Chris Paul. So usually my thing is F Chris Paul, but whatever. But he's playing well right now. And Giannis is scoring 31, 14 boards, 4 assists. And this is on one leg. So that's pretty impressive as well. But at the same time, man, Milwaukee can't give up 118 points a night. Phoenix is averaging 118 points a night. Milwaukee's winning the rebounding. They're tied up on assists. But Phoenix is scoring 118 because you're trading threes for fucking twos from Giannis because he can't shoot no threes. So all he's doing is getting to the basket and getting dunks. Threes for twos. It's not gonna never work.
Hey, I said this the other day, and you laughed. You said it didn't make sense. You said that didn't mean shit because there was only 2 teams left in the playoffs. But Chris Paul is the best one. Devin Booker is the best 2. Giannis, we're gonna let him have being the best 3. That don't mean shit.
I don't want to hear none of that shit keep talking like that.
And again, the most outstanding player in the finals is DeAndre Ayton. If he doesn't do the things that he's been doing, not just this series in these 2 games, but the entire playoffs, he's been killing the 5 on the other team. And it's like his energy is better.
No, he hasn't.
Yes!
Brook Lopez and DeAndre Ayton X each other off.
Hell no!
They averaging damn near the same thing.
I don't care what they averaging.
Chris Middleton and Devin Booker. Middleton's averaging 20 in the series. Booker's averaging 29. Giannis is averaging 31. PJ Tucker's averaging 9. So all that X's itself out. It comes down to the point guard battle. Drew's averaging 13, 8 assists, 6 boards. CP3 is averaging 27.5, 4 boards, and 8.5. It's the fucking point guard battle. I don't hear
It's
nothing
not no point
he
guard
talk
battle.
About DeAndre Ayton because he finally knew the guy's name and he want to talk about somebody.
No. Hey, the dude is. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this.
No, I don't want to look at it.
Let's look at this.
It's not DeAndre Ayton.
It's DeAndre Ayton.
He's playing well. Hopefully he can come play for
in 2 games. He got 15 total rebounds.
Is he a citizen? He can come play for Team USA. He a citizen? I don't know.
15 rebounds from Ayton alone. Brook Lopez is giving you a measly 7.5.
Hey, man.
Along with a measly 12 points from Brook Lopez.
I understand.
DeAndre Ayton, let's see. 16 points. Plus minus is 11.5. Blocks 1. Still, Ayton giving you 2. Like the dude, bro, he's just a high energy guy. He's running the floor. When you seen Brook Lopez really run down the floor? Man. Not since he left
Stanford?
Yeah, long time ago. About 6. Well, he been in the league about 16 years too.
I'm not hearing nothing he's talking about right now.
Brook Lopez. Hey, glad you developed into a shooter.
Oh, man.
You should have developed. Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. You should have developed your ass into a post player. At 7'9", you would have been undefendable in the paint.
Man, this guy crazy, man.
I am a little crazy, but you got to be a little crazy to have that third eye to see stuff. Y'all only care about scoring.
Man.
Y'all only care about scoring, and scoring gets you a 3-point loss to Nigeria when you should have won.
This game is going to come down. Drew Holiday is going to have to score 25 plus tonight.
Well, we know he's not going to do that. You know why he's not going to be able to do it?
He's capable of doing it.
He's not.
He did it in New Orleans. He did it in Philadelphia.
Right, but you know why?
He did it.
You know why? Do you know why he was able to do it in those places? Because he wasn't a primary defender. He wasn't a primary defender in those destinations. Here in Milwaukee, he's the primary defender. So he has to expend all that energy defending Chris Paul. He has to expend all that energy. He has to expend all that energy defending Devin Booker.
I think Drew Holiday has a hell of a game.
He has to expend all that energy defending Cameron Payne.
I'm going to tell y'all this. Stop listening to Hobart. The shit he talking.
It's real.
It's not factual. It's not factual. If Drew Holiday scores 25 plus, people, they're going to win the game tonight. If he doesn't score 25 plus, they won't win the game tonight.
The only way Milwaukee's shitty ass team wins tonight is if NBA officials say they want them to win tonight. Other than that, take that 3-0 loss and get ready to celebrate with Phoenix. Because I don't give a damn what happens at the end of the day. Phoenix is going to be your world champions.
Now, Phoenix may win the series. I'm not arguing that at all. But I think Milwaukee is good enough to at least pull one game out by their Milwaukee, and I think it's going to be tonight.
As long as Lopez is shooting threes, as long as PJ Tucker is bricking threes, I'm happy as a hog in slop, because that means that Milwaukee is not utilizing the best of who they are. And I don't give a damn about scoring, because at the end of the day, you got to be able to stop somebody. And this is why.
What?
Hey, hold up. Let's do this right here. Let's make it a little intriguing. I like kickstarts.
What's that?
Don't worry about what it is. I'm going to send you what it looks like. You like the 4 things.
Oh, yeah. Give me some 4 logos, some bumpy face. Yeah, I'll drink that all day.
So, the winner of tonight's game, you're obviously cheering for Milwaukee.
I think Milwaukee's going to win. I'm not cheering for anyone.
I'm obviously a Chris Paul fan.
Yeah, you jocking. F Chris Paul.
I'm obviously a Chris Paul fan. Best point guard in the league since he entered.
I don't fuck with Chris Paul.
I don't care. Four Locos to Kickstart. So since Four Locos are a little bit more expensive than Kickstarts, you gotta buy 12. I gotta buy you 6.
Okay, that works. Sounds like a deal.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna show y'all my 12 packs of Kickstarts he bought me.
This is how y'all gonna know that I'm really good at what I do, because he's stupid like them hoes if you think that's gonna happen tonight.
Hey, whatever. Hey, y'all know, everybody that knows me knows I'm never wrong. And even when I'm wrong, I'm never wrong. Got that? I thought you'd catch it because y'all are some pretty smart viewers. Oh, man. Hey, we're going to have to figure this out, man. An hour show is just not long enough.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I got is an hour to this thing. I got other things to do. I got long hair. I got to get my hair done.
Hour not long enough, man. We like, it's still a lot of stuff that we left out, man.
Man, it be like that sometimes, man. You can't get everything in one day, man. Leaves more for the next time, man. Hov not about to have me up here stressed out because he think Chris Paul good. Or Chris Paul
I didn't think he good.
I think Drew
he's
Holiday
showing the world he good. Even in year 16.
But Drew Holiday is gonna have
Holiday gonna get that work like he been doing for the last 2 games.
Man. Just have my shit, bro. Just have my logo. And I like lemonade, blue, or purple.
I like orange citrus Kickstarts. And I'm not accepting anything other than the 12 pack of orange Kickstarts.
I got you, man. Shout out to Wokeisha. You held me down today.
Hey, we want to thank our sponsor again, AVD Law. Remember, go to AVD_law. Go to the post that talks about the giveaway. Find out what the rules are. And contest ends tomorrow. So, hey, go check it out, man. And
oh man, Bullfish Bar tomorrow. Okay, Bullfish Bar tomorrow, it says. Celebrate our 10-year anniversary. We have special giveaways. Okay. I like this. I like that Bullfish off there on Nicholson. Nice little spot. They got a great brunch as well. Bullfish Bar do. Okay, I like this. Let me go and sign up right now. Get my thing in.
Hey, also starting Tuesday, 1 p.m. Unbalanced Regional Football Coaches Show, brought to you by Off the Bench Sports. First guest will be Zach Leonard, Patterson High Lumberjacks football. He'll be talking to all things Patterson football. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay.
When the next show gonna be, man?
Man, I think we gonna be back in here. So we got Team USA on what? On Monday, game tonight. We may be back Wednesday. So we got off Unbalanced on Tuesday. So that might bring us back in here Wednesday. But we're gonna let y'all know by Tuesday on Unbalanced when we coming back in this thing.
You come and do Unbalanced with me Tuesday for real?
Nah, man. I ain't
oh man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Hey, so we had like 59 minutes, 38 seconds, y'all. So we want to try to get out of here while we still are under this hour thing, man. Thank you guys for joining us on the No Name Show.
No Name Show. Man, we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all doing a hell of a job out there. Appreciate them views. Get them likes up, man.
Oh, I got to tell y'all this real quick. Coming up later on today, man, we got a special Sunday interview with you guys, man. You guys are going to love it. I'm excited about it. Man, hey, yeah, so when I come back live, we're going to have a really great, we're going to be on location with a great special guest. Young man that I've known his entire life. I was a big fan of his at the high school level. I'm going to give y'all a little hint and maybe y'all can figure out who it is. He's the most decorated football player in LSU's history. Also played in the NFL for a couple of different teams. some of you guys can figure out who that is by the second hint I gave y'all. You want to take a stab at it?
I was waiting for you to finish. You were still talking.
Take a stab at who our guest is.
Putt. I'm gonna go with Putt. Oh,
Glenn Dorsey will be on Off the Bench Sports. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Any closing thoughts, Ro?
man, that's gonna be a hell of a conversation, man. Y'all plug into that, get in live on that, man. I mean, Glenn Dorsey, man, is a living legend right now. Central Parish legend, man. Probably the best football player I've ever seen with my own two eyes.
Just got inducted into the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame.
Fame's gonna be in the College Football Hall of Fame real soon. Oh man.
And I'm just gonna be honest and say this: LSU, I don't know why y'all ain't put this dude on staff yet, bro.
I don't know about his number not retired yet. They need to retire his number first. Most decorated.
Nobody should ever be able to wear that 72 in purple and gold again.
I agree with that. Fuck Chris Paul, but nobody should be able to ever wear 72 in purple and gold again, ever.
Y'all know I don't be bashing no players, man. So I ain't gonna say fuck LeBron.
I'm not a LeBron fan. Bald head ass nigga.
But anyway, shout out to everybody watching, man. And I only know one closing, so I'm gonna go with that. Remember, get off the bench, get into the game.